At 6 on Apple Valley News Now, an unusual sight in Pasco after two vehicles collided with a local restaurant. Plus, fire danger remains high in eastern Washington as flames scorched part of a neighborhood in Kennewick.
And I'm trafficking several thunderstorms in the region tonight. How long are they going to last? I'll have all the details in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warning. You will notice we have a new name, which our website now shares. We're going to talk about that in just a few moments, but for now, let's get right to the news. In Pasco, something we definitely don't see every day. Two vehicles crashed into a small restaurant at North 10th Avenue and West Lewis Street this morning. Pasco police are investigating. Both vehicles were so badly damaged they had to be towed away. Police were able to keep traffic moving through a busy intersection during that work. Still waiting to find out how that crash happened this morning. A large fire spread quickly in a Kennewick green space over the weekend. Fire crews from multiple agencies around the region came to help battle the flames at Blackberry Canyon. That's near Canyon View Elementary School in Kennewick, for those of you who are familiar with the area. Investigators have not said how this fire started Saturday evening, but we know even without the strong winds that have spread some of the other large fires this year, the flames set up a huge smoke plume over Kennewick. And July 4th is coming up next Tuesday. You can legally buy fireworks starting on Wednesday of this week. That's the state law, but cities and counties are allowed to set their own restrictions. This year, unincorporated parts of Benton County will have new restrictions on the type of fireworks you're allowed to use. And the county could decide to step in and ban fireworks at the last minute if conditions are too dry. Some fireworks are legal in Kennewick this year, although the city manager could declare a ban there as well if the fire danger gets above a certain level. Pasco and Richland allow some fireworks as well. An easy rule of thumb here with kind of this patchwork is if you want to set off fireworks at home, make sure you buy them in the same town where you plan to enjoy them. That way you're not accidentally setting off something that has been banned in your area. And you may want to just leave it to the professionals after all. We're talking weather with Stacey Lee, and it's just really hot and dry out there, Stacey.
It is, and well, continues to be that. Plus, we've had active weather today. We're going to see it again tomorrow. Our sunset will take place tonight at 8:52. Again, very active thunder and lightning storms in the region. We've been seeing them pretty active this evening in the Connell area, North Franklin County. All around the Tri-Cities, didn't really see much here, but we are seeing some lightning strikes in the foothills of the Blues and even on the east slopes of the mountains, and then northeastern Oregon is seeing that tonight. Now, these scattered storms are very unsettled, and they will continue to decrease as we move through the evening. Temperatures still nice and warm out there. Look at that in Tri-Cities and Hermiston right now, 91 degrees, 84 in Walla Walla, 75 in Dayton. We're at 83 degrees in Yakima and 78 for Ellensburg. Let's take a look at those breezy winds again. As those cells have passed through, you'll see those winds gusting up and then moving back on out. So mostly cloudy and breezy. We've got showers and thunderstorms tapering off tonight, but they're possible once again tomorrow. We're going to stay unsettled through the midweek and then get ready. We've got a big warm up headed our way for the weekend. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert weather. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Tonight we're talking attention from Congress focused on the Snake River dams. Today, several lawmakers, led by Washington Representatives Dan Newhouse and Cathy McMorris Rodgers, visited Ice Harbor Dam. Representative McMorris Rodgers says seeing the benefits of the dam in person is important for the lawmakers who will eventually be asked to decide whether the dams should be torn down. Now, advocates for breaching the dams, including Washington Governor Jay Inslee and Senator Patty Murray, say removing the dams is essential for salmon populations. But Representative McMorris Rodgers says she's not convinced.
You know, even in the report they'll say, not sure that it's actually going to improve fish runs, but they say we need to do something. I would argue we need to focus on what's actually going to get results, whether it's ocean conditions or predation.
McMorris Rodgers and Representative Dan Newhouse say the dams provide clean, renewable energy for most of central Washington, and they say removing them would cost the state billions. We have a crime alert tonight. A 19-year-old man was arrested Sunday after police said he shot two people in a suspected gang-related incident in Yakima. Police say a 911 call alerted them to the shooting on South Natchez Avenue. There they found a 49-year-old man and a 51-year-old man with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. They found a 14-year-old boy and a 19-year-old man on North 8th Street. They say those teenagers matched the witnesses' suspect descriptions.
They were taken into custody. There was a second scene on South 7th Street where we did find shell casings, but no victims.
Police say the 19-year-old had a gun on him when they found him, and he was arrested. He's now facing charges for unlawful possession of a firearm and 3 counts of first-degree assault. New tonight at 6, police arrested a 53-year-old man that investigators say rammed the south gate at the Yakima Police Department on Sunday evening. After that crash damaged the gate, police say the man then drove through and into the jail Sallyport. Officers say the man crashed into a police motorcycle. Officers arrested the man on suspicion of malicious mischief first degree, for trespassing, and for DUI. And as we mentioned at the top of our newscast, Cap KVUE is now Apple Valley News Now. It's something that's been in the works for nearly a year. Our goal has been to unify our brand across the communities that we serve and also across our digital platforms. It means our new website shares our name, applevalleynewsnow.com. Our call letters, Cap KVUE, those don't go away. You'll still see them from time to time, but our goal is always to serve you, our viewers, with local news and weather wherever you are. And with this unified brand on air and online, it helps us to better serve our communities in Central Washington and Northern Oregon. Tonight, when minutes matter most, coming up, an expectant family races toward the hospital, but the baby just couldn't wait. Plus, summer has finally arrived, kids are out of school, a doctor is sharing guidance for keeping those kids engaged and active. Those stories and more still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bath Fitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did. Ooh, cue the confetti.
That's cold.
Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, posted online at bimart.com. There's 16 pages filled with savings in every department. Soak up the sun. We have what you need to cool off in your own pool or get out on the water. Plus, pick up all the essentials for camping in the Pacific Northwest, and don't forget the snacks and beverages to go with it. Save now at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back tonight. Federal prosecutors have charged at least 6 men in connection with the deaths of 2 women on the Yakima Reservation, Rosenda Strong and Jedediah Moreno. Those 2 cases thought previously to be unconnected, but Emily Goodell dug into federal court documents, spoke with Rosenda Strong's sister in an interview you'll only see on Apple Valley News Now.
It's been 4 years, 8 months, and 27 days since Rosenda Strong went off with a friend to Legends Casino in Toppenish and never came back. Her sister, Sissy Strong Reyes, has spent all that time pushing for answers as to who killed her sister. Standing outside a federal courthouse, she told me she's finally getting justice.
Very emotional that it took this long, but also as well as being an advocate for my sister and being her voice. I'm still doing it. I will show up to the courtroom, but it's very heavy.
Because after all this time, she finally has answers. In court documents, investigators say Strong was arguing with Jedediah Moreno when Moreno shot and killed her and enlisted the help of Andrew Zach, Jamal Pims, Michael Moody, and Wilson Hunt to hide Strong's body, which they put in a freezer and dumped off of Highway 97 in Toppenish.
The hardest part is knowing that my sister called all of them her friends.
Authorities say the next day Moreno shot one of the men who helped her in the hand. Uriel Badillo was then brought in to help the group of men kidnap Moreno, tie her up with a cargo strap and duct tape, and force her into the trunk of a Chevy Impala. Badillo shot into the trunk, killing her. 2 juveniles dumped her body on the reservation and shot her again. The day after, Joshua Estrada and another juvenile moved the body to a more secure location off of Pom Pom Road in White Swan. The juvenile firing even more shots into Moreno's body, taking off and at some point dumping the Impala in a pond. Moreno's body was found weeks later, but it took nearly 9 months before someone found Strong's body in the freezer. But her sister wants Strong to be remembered for more than what was done to her.
My sister was loved. She was funny. She was a mother of 4. And she was my best friend that I still continue to miss every day. And she was always there for me, and they all took that from me. And I had to endure all the pain from the beginning to now. And I'm just glad to be here to be my sister's voice, because I know she would have done it for me.
So far, there are 7 defendants in this case, but only 6 of them have been named and charged with accessory after the fact and kidnapping resulting in death. It's unclear if any of the juveniles mentioned in those court documents will be facing charges in connection with this case. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Reporting, I'm Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it's been an active day weather-wise. We're starting to see things calm down this evening, but again, you see the cloud cover out around the region. Our sunset will be at 8:52 this evening. Again, we've been tracking some active thunder and lightning in the area, plus pretty warm. We've actually made it up to 91 degrees here this afternoon. Right now in Walla Walla, 85. It's 83 in Yakima, 79 degrees tonight in Ellensburg. Let's take a look at your evening planner. Again, things looking good. We'll see those temperatures get a little more mild by 9 o'clock tonight, down to 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities. In Yakima, great pool night again, 75 for your low at 9 o'clock. And as we get into Walla Walla this evening, again, those temperatures down to 75 by 9. So a pretty nice evening ahead. Again, a lot of this activity was around the Tri-Cities, just on the outskirts of Yakima, kind of in the foothills of the Blues here. We were seeing some active weather between Hermiston and Pendleton, again in the mountain areas, but active weather in Connell. Just starting to see the thunder and lightning taper off. Remember, when the thunder roars, you want to head indoors. Now, this is going to decrease as the evening progresses, and then we'll see these showers and active weather pick right back up. And that's all thanks to this ridge of low pressure just staying put. It's going to stay here through tomorrow and even into Wednesday, eventually moving out of the region. We'll have that ridge of high pressure moving in, lots of sunshine and warmer temperatures heading into the week. But again, very active weather all across eastern Washington, most of the state of Oregon, and even into northern California and Nevada. So this swirling mass will continue through tomorrow again. Here's Futurecast. Again, we'll see things start to taper off tonight. You'll start to see those clouds building up as you get into tomorrow morning. And again, we'll see more activity just east of Walla Walla into the northeastern portion of Oregon. And again, a very slight chance of active weather and showers and thunderstorms through the region tomorrow, about 20% chance. So much like today, kind of unorganized and scattered, and that will continue. By Thursday, though, we'll start to see the clearing as that ridge of high pressure moves in. So get ready for sunshine and some hot temps coming our way by the weekend. Pretty much everybody has a chance of a stray thunderstorm tomorrow, so just be aware of that. We're in the lower category. And when those storms come through, we could see some small pea-sized hail. You could have some lightning strikes and maybe some very gusty winds as well. Our wind speed right now, not too bad. We'll see those breezy winds kind of stay with us through the evening. Getting into tomorrow, you'll see those gusty winds through the Tri-Cities along the foothills of the Blues. And as the day progresses, those winds will start to pick up in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. So again, those breezy winds with us once again as we get through our Wednesday, plus the active thunder and lightning possible as well. Temperatures tonight on the mild side, we're in the 50s and 60s. Taking a look tomorrow, those temperatures again above average for this time of year, 80s, and then Yakima coming in at 90 degrees. As we look into the Columbia Basin, those temperatures nice and warm again, pretty much like today, 80s and 90s. May feel a little bit muggy due to those storms coming through. And then as you get into the foothills of the Blues, looking pretty good there for Walla Walla, Dayton, and Pendleton. And taking a look at the next couple of days, again, those temperatures really start to increase as we head towards the weekend. Very active weather tomorrow, and that will continue. Taking a look at Yakima tomorrow, again, breezy winds, 20% chance of thunder showers. A better chance of those showers and thunderstorms coming through the Walla Walla area tomorrow. And again, by Thursday, those temperatures inching up close to the triple digits. Melissa?
Thanks, Stacey. Well, we're talking about an expectant mom who went into labor on the side of the road. A happy ending to an alarming delivery story for a couple in Western Washington.
That's right. As the Pobloso, is it Pobloso?
Polsbo, I think.
Polsbo. There we go. Thank you. They raced to the hospital. Now they had to stop because the baby, well, just couldn't wait. But there was another problem because the baby wasn't coming out properly.
That's not good. Eric Wilkinson shows us what happened next in a story that's new at 6.
Your bow's all messed up.
People like to say babies are miracles, but Aria Carter-Utela may be living proof. At just 15 days old, little Aria has already lived a lifetime.
I'm extremely grateful.
Her mom, Allie, was still 9 days from her due date when she went into labor. She and her husband, Christopher, got in the car and headed for the birthing center about an hour away.
Made it about 30 minutes before my water broke.
I really didn't know what to think at the time because she's like, I feel something. Can you tell me what it is? And I look over as we're driving down the road and I see 2 feet hanging out, and I was like, oh my God.
The baby was breech. Christopher pulled to the side of the road and called 911.
She's steadily coming out. You know, each time she has a contraction, she comes out a little bit more.
To complicate matters, Aria became stuck, her tiny lungs filling up with fluid. When she finally came out, Aria wasn't breathing. Christopher feared his brand new baby that he had just delivered might never feel the embrace of her mother.
And the only thing I could think of is to let her hold her at least a little while until if she didn't make it. That was my only concern. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Seconds later, Trooper Simon Hovinghoff arrived on the scene and started coordinating with EMS.
It's not something that most troopers experience, and I doubt they'll have the chance to experience it again.
Medics rushed Aria to the hospital, pushing air into her lungs along the way. She was then helicoptered to a neonatal intensive care unit where she spent 5 days. Finally emerging perfectly healthy.
They did tell us at the NICU as well that she was the miracle baby. For sure, most babies don't make it, that come into the world like that.
Days later, the family traveled back to that spot on the side of the road, a sacred spot they plan to visit on every one of Aria's birthdays.
She's incredible. It was definitely an experience, and I'm just really thankful that everything played out the way it did.
What a great story. And yes, baby is a miracle for sure.
Absolutely amazing that they had cell phone coverage in that area, because this is, it's pretty rural out there.
It's rural out in that area. Okay. Yeah.
Thank goodness a trooper was there.
Right. Everything
it's
fell into place,
Yes.
right? Cute little baby girl.
Glad they're doing okay. We're also talking about the heat is back. Students are out for the summer, and now the challenge is keeping kids active and engaged, keeping them off the screens.
Yes.
We're talking about that, how to make that happen, next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
When do you feel at home? In the solitude of a quiet drive? When you're dancing to your favorite song? Or wherever you have a shoulder to cry on? For decades, we've called this community home and dedicated ourselves to helping those in it so that no matter where you go, you'll feel at home.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Introducing the new line of crispy chicken pizzas from Little Caesars. Large pizzas with white sauce and crispy chicken, topped with either a swirl of barbecue, buffalo, or garlic parm sauce, or choose no swirl at all. Look at that mesmerizing saucy swirl. The crispy chicken is making you hungry. Very hungry. Get one of the new crispy chicken pizzas, available online for $9.99.
Pizza, pizza.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. We do interior painting and cabinetry as well. We have a full crew that takes care of everything, and all we really want you to do is to kick back and relax. Visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Welcome back. Summer is here. The heat is on its way and the kids are on summer break. But of course, parents know it doesn't take very long before that whine starts. The whole "I'm bored." So kids might turn to their phone, the computer, the console for an escape. But a doctor with the Cleveland Clinic Children's Hospital says while screens do have a place in your child's life, you should be setting boundaries. She suggests limiting screen time to 2 hours or less per day. Break it up into 15 to 20 minutes at a time if you can. She also encourages you to try and get the kids outside.
Bubbles and sidewalk chalk and jump ropes and hula hoops and just things that you can do right outside in the yard if you have a yard available or a green space available.
The importance of reading during summer break cannot be understated. Experts say studies show kids can risk losing their literary skills.
Countless studies have shown how much kids lose over the summer.
Another idea is playdates to keep children engaged and social. We still have a lot more news to bring you in our second half hour. Airlines have an approaching deadline and the Secretary of Transportation believes it might cause some flight delays. That's ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch Andy Griffith at 8, The Beverly Hillbillies at 9, and Green Acres at 9:30.
MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 and on Spectrum Channel 182.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away, to the place that's not so far away. Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, July 1st at 8 with a family bike ride. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1. And the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
Mountains to the valley, the blacktop sea where the tide rolls in. Tearing up the roof now, California rally, ripping through the streets till the pavement is State Bronco.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Bronco.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Aero Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Aero Roofing a call today.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Is your American flag a bit tattered? Well, Apple Valley News Now and Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking are hosting the Great American Flag Swap tomorrow. Bring your used flag to Rick's in Kennewick. You can swap it for a brand new American flag. As part of the celebration, they'll be serving free barbecue. It all starts at 11 a.m. at Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. That is coming up tomorrow. Now, severe weather is striking some locations while extreme temperatures broil other portions of the nation. We're talking about that. And encouraging news for anybody renting an apartment or condo. The new trend that data reveals about renting tonight. Plus, they run, they fetch, they fly. We'll show you the competition, which really has hounds jumping. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
New tonight at 6:30, a 61-year-old woman killed in a UTV accident Sunday afternoon in a rural part of Morrill County, Oregon. It happened off 21 Road near Ellis Creek. The Morrill County Sheriff's Office says Christy Lule of Sublimity, Oregon, died after her UTV overturned. The Sheriff's Office says it was traveling less than 20 miles per hour at the time. Now, the woman's 9-year-old granddaughter was also on the vehicle. She had minor injuries, but was taken to a Portland hospital for observation. A nonprofit claims extreme flooding is happening more than documented by federal officials. That claim from the First Street Foundation, which focuses on weather risk research. According to the group, half of the country's population lives where a 1 in 100-year flood event is now at least twice as likely to happen as in previous years. The nonprofit says that NOAA doesn't update its federal rainfall data enough and hasn't focused enough on the climate crisis. Now, according to the group, mid-Atlantic states, which include Pennsylvania and New York, could experience these major events as often as once every decade. Fortunately, flooding is not the concern for us here this evening. Stacey Lee is here with your first alert forecast.
That's right. We've had a stormy day. Things are starting to taper off. This is what it looks like outside right now on our Dust Devil Tower camera in Pasco. Sunset at 8:52 tonight. And again, we've been tracking that active weather. It's starting to kind of decrease. We've still been seeing some lightning strikes out in the foothills of the Blues and in the northeast Oregon area, just south of Pendleton, and again up near Connell and Moses Lake. Now, earlier they did issue a flash flood watch near the Moses Lake area due to these potential heavy downpours. So that has expired as the evening has progressed. And again, those storms are going to start to decrease. Winds around the area, a little bit breezy still in the Kittitas Valley. Winds have decreased here in the Columbia Basin and still kind of breezy in Toppenish and Prosser this evening. Temperatures nice and hot around the area, 80s and 90s, 91 Tri-Cities and Hermiston, warm spot. Let's talk almanac. Again, the forecast today of 92. Our normal is 86, so we're just starting to see those temperatures above average in the Tri-Cities. Didn't hit a record, but we're going to be getting close as we head into the weekend. Again, 87 forecast in Yakima, normal is 84. So we're starting to see those temperatures climb just slightly above the average, and we'll continue to see more warm weather as we move through the week. I'll get to more of that in your first alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. The United States may make another announcement tomorrow about military aid for Ukraine. That coming from an unnamed U.S. official today. If it happens, we're told it would include $500 million worth of fighting vehicles provided under the Presidential Drawdown Authority. Officials say they believe Ukraine lost several vehicles in a counteroffensive against Russia this month. So far, the United States has provided more than $39 billion worth of assistance to Ukraine. This as President Biden is speaking publicly for the first time on weekend unrest in Russia, making clear that the U.S. and its NATO allies were not involved in the unprecedented armed rebellion that we saw over the weekend, adding he has instructed his national security team to prepare for a range of scenarios. We've also heard from the leader of the aborted mutiny for the first time in days. ABC's M. Nguyen is tracking the latest.
President Joe Biden making his first public remarks on the stunning revolt in Russia by Wagner mercenary boss Yevgeny Prigozhin, saying the U.S. and its NATO allies were not involved.
We had nothing to do with it. This was part of a struggle within the Russian system.
But the president reassuring Americans his administration is closely monitoring the situation.
But it's still too early to reach a definitive conclusion about where this is going. No matter what happened in Russia, we, the United States, will continue to support Ukraine's defense.
This as Prigozhin also breaks his silence, saying in an audio recording that his goal was not to overthrow Vladimir Putin's government and that his actions were in response to an alleged attack on his Wagner forces by Russia's military. Prigozhin adding that in order to avoid Russian bloodshed, he ended his so-called protest march, which started in southern Russia and was headed towards Moscow.
You have someone challenging Putin's leadership very publicly and very openly.
Sunday, the warlord apparently reached a deal with the Kremlin, brokered by President Lukashenko of Belarus, a close Putin ally, where Prigozhin would be exiled to Lukashenko's country and all criminal charges against him and his men would be dropped. But new reports say a criminal case against Prigozhin is still open. This as Ukrainian troops are involved in fierce fighting on the eastern front lines. Ukrainian troops are also reportedly advancing on the Russian-held banks of the river in Kherson, adding further pressure on Russian forces already struggling against Ukraine's counteroffensive.
Was ABC's M. Nguyen reporting. Now, in his audio recording, Prigozhin says Russian leaders set a July 1st deadline for his group to disband and be absorbed into the regular Russian army. It's still not clear where he is tonight. Here in the United States, a bright spot for renters as costs have dropped for the first time in years. Realtor.com released new data today showing that the national median rent last month dropped 0.5% from the year prior. That is the first yearly rent decline that we have seen since before the pandemic began. Experts expect that rent prices will keep softening into next year. Making headlines across America tonight, 7 train cars carrying hot asphalt and molten sulfur fell into the Yellowstone River Saturday morning. This happened about 40 miles west of Billings, Montana. Now, it's the amount of cargo that spilled into the river and the danger that it poses to those who rely on the river for drinking and irrigation still not known. Authorities have been testing the water quality, trying to get some answers, and crews are still trying to figure out the best way to remove these train cars since the crash and the damage there is so extensive. Travelers who plan to fly soon could run into delays on Sunday. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg warned about the potential for air travel disruptions ahead of a deadline for airlines to retrofit their equipment. That deadline is Saturday, July 1st. The updates are designed to avoid potential interference from 5G signals around airports. Planes that haven't gone through the update won't receive clearance to land in certain weather conditions that impact visibility starting this weekend. That's when American wireless companies are planning to boost the power levels of 5G service around airports. And this comes as summer travel is heating up. AAA is forecasting a record-breaking weekend going into the July 4th holiday, which of course is coming up on Tuesday. And with so many people headed out of town, there are some key things you should know before you go. Ivan Rodriguez has the travel forecast and some guidance for anybody making that trek.
Independence Day is just around the corner, and the travel forecast is set to be hot.
AAA is predicting that nearly 51 million Americans will travel for the 4th of July weekend, and that's an all-time record for us.
AAA's blockbuster forecast predicts that of those 50.7 million travelers who will venture more than 50 miles from home, more than 40 million will go by car.
Friday is going to be the worst day for driving because everyone's going to be on the road at that time. So you can leave Thursday night or Saturday morning. That would be ideal.
And with gas prices holding steady, spokesperson Andrew Gross doesn't anticipate much pain at the pump.
As oil prices have dropped, the price at the pump has dropped too. So whereas last year people may have been paying $4.80 to $5 a gallon, now they're going to be paying $3.50 or less in most places.
But the same can't be said for the record 4.2 million flyers set to take off this weekend. Airfare is up as much as 50% over last year. To avoid the inevitable trouble in the terminal, Gross says to travel early, travel light, and stay informed.
Get to the airport on time, have the airlines app on your phone so you can check and see if there are any gate changes.
And if you've got more travel plans ahead, be prepared. This season isn't cooling down.
I think this is a real scene setter for what we're going to see for the rest of summer. If the 4th of July is really packed, then probably the rest of summer travel is really going to be robust.
Well, now you heard them reporting there that gas prices are down from last year, but Washington drivers, unfortunately, still facing higher gas prices than the rest of the country. AAA shows that our state's average is $4.97 per gallon right now. That's much higher than the national average. Here in the Tri-Cities, drivers are paying about $4.87 per gallon. Yakima, $4.79, and Walla Walla drivers are paying $4.95 on average. AAA shows Oregon's average price down at $4.63. Well, free lunches at the park are available this summer for kids 18 years and younger in the city of Hermiston. It's a joint venture between the city and the Oregon Department of Education. Children can get their free lunches at Hermiston Parks every weekday with no paperwork required. The 5 locations serving those free lunches include the Hermiston Family Aquatic Center, Sunset Park, both from 11:30 to 11:45, also Butte Park from noon to 12:15, Sunset Elementary School from 12:15 to 12:30, and Victory Square Park from 12:30 to 12:45. Parker Youth and Sports Foundation has already donated $33,000 to Yakima Valley sports organizations or activities since January of this year. And today they awarded 6 grants between $1,000 and $2,500 each. Those went to the Yakima Monday Quarterbacks Award Youth Program, the Pegasus Project Youth Riding Program, Zilla Youth Baseball Girls Softball Team, Softball Parks and Rec T-Ball Equipment, First Tee Youth Golf, and the St. Joseph Marquette School. That's a private school which has been trying to raise money for a new gym.
It's just been a long struggle for us to get to a big gym, and this is such a great help for us. And so I thank all of you for having us included in your grant.
The foundation has 2 fundraising events coming up in August to help them be able to continue providing these grants. The Sports Legends Dinner at the Yakima Convention Center is coming up on August 25th, and the High Hopes Annual Golf Tournament is the following day, August 26th. We'll still ahead tonight, dangerous weather, deadly twisters, and oppressive heat. That's the national headline. Plus, Stacey Lee is tracking all of the developments in your First Alert forecast. It's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portion of Cap KV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
Your son is right here. Can you please stand up?
From the hit television series on E! Entertainment.
He just said to me, "That's my mother. I just saw him lean down and kiss you."
Meet Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium, for a special evening of live psychic readings.
He says to me that here in this world, you are always on him and on him and on him and on him.
For more event and ticket information,
I really hope we can tell you.
and to meet Matt Frazier, visit meetmattfrazier.com. Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did. Ooh, cue the confetti!
That's cold.
Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
There's a better way to buy pre-owned. Honda True. With multiple tiers of vehicles like Certified Plus and Certified, you get less worries and more benefits. Choose from the latest Honda models, which means less unpredictability and more paths to discover. And get the peace of mind you deserve, with less strings attached and more freedom. Find out why Honda True means less compromise and more of what you love about Honda.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Welcome back. Severe weather is threatening tens of millions of Americans from the Northeast to the South with extreme heat and dangerous storms. Thousands are still without power, and several weather-related deaths have been reported as the storm system marches east. ABC's Rena Roy is tracking the latest.
Deadly tornadoes churning through the nation's heartland. At least 20 reported tornadoes in Iowa, Minnesota, and Indiana, where authorities say the violent weather killed at least one person. Multiple twisters touching down across the state. Watch as this tornado intensifies within seconds in the city of Greenwood, Indiana, destroying multiple houses. In the town of Bargersville,
altogether we're probably looking at roughly 3 miles damaged.
This housing development ripped apart. In Little Rock, Arkansas, officials say 2 people were killed after a tree fell on this mobile home following a storm Sunday. Forecasters say approximately 60 million Americans are now under a severe weather threat, and there have been more than 800 100 severe weather reports over the past 3 days. Meanwhile, at least 9 states from Arizona to Mississippi are under heat alerts. Texans are bracing for another grueling week in the heat. Triple-digit temperatures expected again for much of the state. A father and his 14-year-old stepson died while hiking in Texas's Big Bend National Park when temperatures hit 119 degrees.
That was ABC's Rena Roy reporting. Now, that line of severe storms is making its way towards the Atlantic coast tonight from South Carolina all the way to New York City. The main concern appears to be damaging winds, large hail, but there could be the potential risk of a few tornadoes ahead.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we were tracking active weather in our area today in the form of thunder and lightning coming through. You saw those clouds, kind of feels muggy out there. And well, those storms are starting to taper off tonight. We'll have our sunset at 8:52. Again, a nice look at the grounds out there at the Dust Devil Stadium and in Pasco. Temperatures right now, Tri-Cities 91, same in Hermiston. We've got 84 in Walla Walla, 83 in Yakima. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s for the Kittitas Valley. Planning your evening, things are looking good. It's pretty warm out there by 9. We're still going to be at 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities, so a really pleasant evening. Sitting by the pool in Yakima, again, 75 by 9, so not a bad looking night temperature-wise. And again, most of those active storms we've been seeing through the day have tapered off. In Walla Walla, you'll drop down to 75 degrees by 9 p.m. Again, here's our map, our radar, kind of showing you what's going on. Foothills of the Blues, Dayton area having a few lightning strikes this evening, and we've been seeing active weather between Hermiston and Pendleton. Most of the Tri-Cities and the Columbia Basin have tapered off this evening, as well as the Kittitas Valley. But again, very unsettled system. We have a big ridge of low pressure just sitting here and swirling those storms around the area. So unsettled as we get into tomorrow and into Wednesday. And then finally, we'll have that ridge of high pressure moving in off the coast, which should make things much calmer. We're going to have lots of sunshine headed our way and very warm temperatures getting into the weekend. Now let's take a look at Futurecast and take a look at what our storm potentials are for tomorrow. So again, most of the active weather will die down this evening, but as we get into tomorrow, you'll start to see more storms developing along the in the Blue Mountains, foothills of the Blues, Northeast Oregon area. But again, potentially through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and even the Yakima, Kittitas Valley, we'll continue to see that active weather into early Wednesday and settling down finally by Thursday morning. Then we'll start to see the sunshine. So pretty much everybody in the green has a chance of a stray thunderstorm tomorrow. So just be aware of that. We're about 20% right now. Let's take a look at our wind speeds. Again, we had some gusty winds earlier. Those have started to decrease in the Tri-Cities. Still a little breezy in Walla Walla as well as Toppenish and Ellensburg tonight. Futurecast winds again, we'll have those breezy winds starting your morning tomorrow. So just be aware of that. In the Tri-Cities, we'll see winds picking up tomorrow morning about 20 or 25 mile an hour gusts at times, and also in Yakima. Plus we'll see those breezy winds along the foothills of the Blues getting through the day with that unsettled weather. As those storms approach, the wind tends to pick up as they move through the area. So look for thunder, lightning, possibly small hail. And again, we're at about a 20% chance for tomorrow. Let's take a look at our overnight lows for tonight. Nice and comfortable out there. Good sleeping weather, 50s and 60s. 58 Dayton, 60 Walla Walla, 64 Tri-Cities, 62 in Yakima. For tomorrow, again, those temperatures in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley looking good. Yakima, the warm spot at 90. Moving into the Columbia Basin, it'll be very much like today, the low 90s. And again, we're running a couple of degrees above average for this time of year. We'll see 89 in Prosser, 87 in Connell. And then in the Walla Walla area, foothills of the Blues, those temperatures once again sitting in the 80s. Here's what things are looking like the next couple of days. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area, and in Yakima, again, those temperatures heating up Thursday to those upper 90s, just underneath the triple-digit mark. And in Walla Walla, again, a bigger potential for those thunder and lightning storms tomorrow, clearing up and looking great by the time we get to Thursday. Now stay here. I'll get to our full 7-day planning forecast in just a little bit. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. And up next, we'll show you the highlights from the North American Dog Diving event. That is a real thing. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side.
Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Introducing the new line of crispy chicken pizzas from Little Caesars. Large pizzas with white sauce and crispy chicken, topped with either a swirl of barbecue, buffalo, or garlic parm sauce, or choose no swirl at all. Look at that mesmerizing saucy swirl. The crispy chicken is making you hungry, very hungry. Get one of the new crispy chicken pizzas, available online for $9.99.
Pizza, pizza.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
This is it. $165 registration extended for just 2 more days. Ends midnight, Sunday, July 2nd.
Well, they cuddle, sniff, and run, but dogs really were flying during a weekend competition.
Well, it's true. Canines showing their stuff at the North American Dog Diving event in Southern California. Ariana Cohen reports.
It's just a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoy watching the dogs fly through the air and get wet.
More than 100 dogs are competing in this North America dog diving event at the Valley Center Dog Dock.
What's needed most to be a dog diving dog is drive. They need to want to get that toy no matter what. Find out how to have the most fun with your dog. This is it.
Ready, get it. Laurel Banky is the owner of Sounders, an 8-year-old Whippet.
There's never been a dog in the world that has jumped farther or higher than him. He jumps 36 feet, 11 inches for distance.
And just last fall, Sounders set the record for a 9-foot vertical jump.
He's one of those 1 in a million Whippets that just has the confidence and drive to do anything to get that toy.
Go Sounders! Sounders jumped several times today. I watched him jump more than 34 feet, and he creates quite the splash.
I want to get splashed. When the dogs jump and they hit the water really hard and it splashes all over you.
This 9-year-old gives the event 2 thumbs up. For now, Sounders plans to splash new records.
How much do you love this dog?
A lot.
You want to practice?
A lot. He's my buddy. We go everywhere together. He's just a very special, very sweet dog.
Sounder, quite the athlete, huh?
He was jumping further than that toy.
Right?
He was just going for it.
He was almost to the end of the pool. That was pretty amazing.
What do you think? Would your dogs do that?
Mine, no. It's way too lazy.
Yeah, mine either. He loves to run and get muddy, but jumping, no, not so much. It is hot out there, though.
That's right.
That water did look good.
That water is going to look really good toward the end of the next week. Stay with us. I'm coming back with your full 7-day planning forecast.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
It's not easy to bring up why we're here.
Ralph Yarl, the teen who was shot after mistakenly going to the wrong house to pick up his siblings, shares his story for the first time.
Were there any words that were exchanged before he shot you?
Tomorrow, only on GMA.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, it's time to swap out an old tattered flag for a brand new one during the Great American Flag Swap at Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. And Jason Valentine will have your first alert weather forecast. See you Tuesday morning.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are! Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Bikes, pancakes, a parade, the cardboard regatta, fireworks, and so much more as Apple Valley News Now welcomes Pasco's grand old 4th of July celebration. Get more information at PascoGeo4.com, and we'll see you at Pasco's grand old 4th of July.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
All right, Alyssa, let's take a look at that final look at the weather out there. 7 days. Get ready. It's going to get hot. Look at those temperatures. Close to triple digits Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We stay hot right into Monday. So once the heat's on, it is on. And in Yakima, again, nice and hot out there as well with temperatures in the upper 90s. So it remains hot there as well. So once we get through these next couple stormy days, it's going to be hot outside.
It was looking really stormy. I was driving around today. I'm like, there's a lot of clouds up here.
Right. So look for that again tomorrow, maybe on Wednesday. But things are going to start getting sunny and hot by Thursday.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest at applevalleyNewsNow.com. We're back tonight at 11.